want to dry out. Not when playing the harp. Let's do a little bit of play. We got commentary in the background from the washing machine, so it's a little loud down here. Let's just take a second. Let's check out the state of affairs with the drawing. Added all this last night. Another, it looks kind of like a dinosaur, halfway in between a dinosaur and a harp. Get this plugged back in. We'll get some jaw harp playing done. Oh, there's some people showing up. Oh, my connection's going offline. Yeah, there's what I've been working on. Added a little bit more to the background. Gonna do some harp playing. I've got commentary going on here from the washing machine. Get my phone plugged back in, because it's about dead. Playing, I got a whole bunch of new harps in from a maker I'd never played from before. These are Natochi. They do come in a cool little case. These are beginner harps. Oh, Logan says getting Pavel poking right now. Oh, nice. Oh, and Joanne, hey, how you doing? And they're not overly loud or overly sensitive, but they don't require a lot of precision, and that's what I was looking for in beginner harps. You know, you got a little bit of breath. And they do all come in some real simple case. And I had actually never seen a case made like this. There's a wood pin, a wood dowel that goes through and holds the harp in. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of those beginner harps in stock, which is good because I was about out of stock of all my beginner harps, and all I had was more advanced harps. And tragedy has happened. It's happened to everyone else. I lost the magnet off one of my Nerevskis. So I'm thinking I'm going to be getting on Amazon at some point, ordering a whole bunch of tiny little magnets. Somebody said, do I have the Glasner Wave? I don't have any left. I do have a couple more coming. And I don't know exactly when they'll be showing up. They haven't shipped yet. They're being made right now. The Glasner Waves, I got Alphas. I got more Batman coming. A Petrol. A whole bunch of different harps from Glasner. And they haven't shipped out yet. They're still being made. Then I've got Oleg's coming. Makseyev's been shipped. Also, Veskovich has been shipped. Got a whole bunch of good harps coming. Babayevs are still being made. I don't know if they've started on my order yet. And Litanov, I hadn't talked to him for a while. He'll be starting them up and coming at some point. And I'll see if I can get it out today. I do have an unboxing video. Just haven't finished doing the metadata on it yet. Got a whole bunch of beginner harps from Natochi. And he asked, do I like the Wave? I have one and love it compared to the Compass. The Wave that I did have, that I sold, I did like it. It was springy, and the sensitivity was kind of on par with the Lighthouse, but required less precision because it wasn't as bassy. Yeah, these Natochi, they're not bad at all. They're just basically, I got them for starter harps for people to have a way better option than, like, these are more sensitive and play a lot better than the Slovaks do. Yeah, and Natochi's been making for about 2 years. He gave me kind of a short write-up on his biography. Years back, he was in a music store, and he seen this shiny orange instrument. It was a Dan Moy, and the owner of the music store played it for him, and he fell in love with the sound. And then he moved on from that to other jaw harps, and he started making his own jaw harps. He made his first harp out of a nail and a hacksaw blade. And I'm not sure what exactly. These are made out of steel stock. They got a decent level of polish on them too, which is nice. All of them have kind of oblong loop triggers, and they're twisted. I'm not sure what the blades are made out of, if they're a saw blade. I know a lot of people in Ukraine use saw blades. Not quite a pure bell ring out of them, but these are meant to get people started on harps. Dirt cheap, and there's a little bit of breath. A lot of them respond really well to fast play. A little bit of everything there, which is what I was looking for in beginner harps. And his dad helped him make all these cases, which was a nice touch. And I'd never seen cases made like this. There's a wood dowel that goes across them, and that's what holds the harp in. A fairly unique design. I'd never seen any like that before. But anyways, let's move forward here. Remember to oil those back up. A little bit of playing on the Norievsky. I'm playing up near the palate on this harp with my tongue held further up and manipulating the airflow patterns. Well, he says, "Hey, how's it going, by the way? I found a Morchang." Oh, awesome. I'm glad you found you a quality Morchang. Finding a good Morchang can sometimes be hard because there's so many Morchang out there, and the quality control on Morchang ranges greatly. So I'm glad you found a good Morchang. And things are going pretty good. This is probably, here up and coming, there's probably not going to be as many videos coming out. My wife could be having this baby anytime from about 2 weeks to 5 weeks from now. So I'm going to squeeze in all the videos we can in between there. Because once the baby gets here, I will be concentrating on baby for a while. And that'll be good. I've never had a kid before, so I'll be able to practice my baby technique. Now, one thing my wife has requested for when we go deliver, she wants me to bring a whole bunch of different harps, and I'll play them because deliveries can last a long period of time. So there's going to be jaw harping in the hospital. And oh, you ordered from Jagdish Kumar. His dad makes the Rekha line. Let's see if I grab one of those. Where they be hiding? I got drawers and drawers and drawers of harps. Yeah, his dad makes these iron harps. And if you got a brass Morchang from Jagdish, his dad's Rekha. They make the iron ones. The brass ones are made by Gorka. Yeah, and I believe Jagdish's dad is the brother of Mohan. Mohan makes the Peacock Morchang. I believe you got a Gorka Morchang, and I've thought about ordering the Gorka Morchang and just see how it compares to the Peacock. Like Mohan is, his gaps are mad tight. His harps are very loud, very precise. And I do like the Mohan quite a bit, and it's about the most precise Morchang I've ever seen. But the only downside to it is you really have to watch precision. You have to have precise stroke on it. Can't do like a fast inward and out stroke like you can on a Vargan, but very precise, very loud. Also, another problem I run into is I'll put too much pressure on the harp and it'll close the gaps. But very good harp. And then the Rekha don't require that much precision because they're not going to be nearly as tight. Oh, Logan says I'm asking for a duo harp for Hanukkah. Oh, nice. I do have. You want a demo of some duos or duets, as Lazarus calls them. The duet. It's probably not an everyday player harp, but it is so weird. Like this one, I believe it's a C and a C, and the duet's gonna test your skill. I'm not very good on the duet, but. Very, very weird. And it feels like, as Porky Miller can probably attest, it feels so weird to have those two things in your head. Oh, Frank Hansen says his boss lets him play while he's at work when they're slow. Nice. What do you do, Mr. Hansen? If you don't mind me asking. Oh yeah, I remember. Watch repairman. That's a fairly tedious task, I'm betting, repairing watches. What else can we play? Do. Do I sell duets? I do. And they're shipped. All my shipping in the United States takes like 2 to 3 days. I have them for $100 shipped. If you're a second-time customer, they're $95 shipped. And if you're a third-time customer, they're $90 shipped. The way I do my Facebook deal at my stores on Facebook, I charge people full price for the first time they come. Second-time returning customers get 5% off. Third-time returning customers get 10% off for every order after that. And I work with a lot of people, especially on Facebook. They'll hit me up over Messenger. I'll play different harps. I'll tell them what I think the harp's strengths, weaknesses are, demonstrate harps that they buy, because harps do vary, even amongst a maker. Like, you'll have harps that sometimes play as well, sometimes they don't play as well. So I try to weed out any lemons from makers and tell people what they're getting, what a harp does, what a harp doesn't. Somebody said they love the rainbow. I got a few rainbow left too. This is my personal rainbow. I'm trying to contend with this very noisy washing machine. I haven't yet put a door on the Jaw Harp studio yet. There's so much left to do. They said rainbow's okay. Really wish I could stay. Got to do my homework. Yeah, do your homework. And yeah, for the people who love the rainbow, another harp I would suggest that's of the same vein that I like a little bit better would be like the Batman, because I do a lot of wild, aggressive plucking, and the Batman just falls right in line with that. Oh, I'm drying out. Give me a sip of some water here. It's about time. This is Sunday chilling. I always start off my Sunday with me and my wife going out for breakfast. Then I get caffeinated. I get a lot done. I didn't do that today. I ate some breakfast and took a long Sunday nap, so I still have a lot of my Sunday tasks. Oh, Mike's enjoying the Alpha. Oh, yeah, I do really like the Alpha, and out of this next order, I'm probably going to keep one for myself. Because the Alpha, it's so clear, has such a good range of overtones, and it responds well to a fast attack as well. I'm going to play one more harp probably, then I'm going to get back to my evening. Got some chores and such to do, and then I'm going to put on some music and work on the gnarliness that is this drawing, and we'll check out this drawing here. This is what I worked on last night, blending these colors together, and then I added another harp, and I kind of did one that looks like a dinosaur. Yeah, Frank Hand says I want all of them, but I'm not Bill Gates, so I have to wait. And you know what? Waiting for a harp makes it sweeter. Like if you had all the money in the world and you was able to buy every harp that you ever wanted, there wouldn't be anything special. There wouldn't be the anticipation, and you wouldn't enjoy a harp as much. So, you know, I've always wanted to be really super elitely rich, but I think that would have its downsides. My dad, when he was alive, he had a saying. He said, to a rich man, everything is nothing, but to a poor man, nothing is everything. So being middle class, or, you know, just having money to get things every once in a while to treat yourself, it really, really is nice. I think it's, I think if you were like, if you had billions and billions of dollars, you could take all the vacations you ever wanted to, you could buy all the harps you ever wanted to, you could have rooms full of guitars, and it wouldn't do anything for you. It wouldn't mean anything because it's not special. It's not, happiness isn't a destination. Happiness is a journey. The pursuit of happiness, the happiness isn't in finding happiness, it's the pursuit. So anyways, well, I just went off on a philosophy, on some philosophy right there. I think I have the Rainbow for $70 shipped. If you're in the U.S., you could hit me up on Facebook over my Harp site. I would get it packaged up and sent off, and it'd be to you probably by Wednesday or so. And I'm going to start having sales every once in a while. Probably like a quarterly sale. I just had like a Black Friday sale where I marked everything down anywhere from 15 to 30%. And then probably every quarter or 2 or 3 times a year I'm going to have good sales to help clean out inventory to keep bringing in more and more harps. Now, when do the alphas arrive? I'm not real sure. I went ahead and put in an order. I ordered directly from Glazerin, and he said he accepted my order, which means he's currently building it or getting ready to build it, and he doesn't give me a shipping date. He's kind of mysterious like that. I'll put in an order and I won't hear anything from him for several weeks, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'll get a notification that it's been shipped. So it could, you know, ship out this next week and be here within 2 weeks. His shipping is really good. Or, you know, it could be a month or better. And he's a really super busy dude, because Glazerin, not only does he make a ton of different types of harps, he makes a ton of harps, because you'll find Glazerin everywhere. So I try not to hassle him too much about, oh, when's this going to be done? I just give him my order, and then he gets to it whenever he can. But so far I've put in 2 big orders, and I've never had to wait too awful long. And everybody seems to really like the alpha, so on my next order after that, I'll probably just do an order of all alphas. But I like to, you know, I don't have all the money in the world, so I like to order a little bit of variety. So I've got what people have been calling the Shearwater Hard coming. When I asked him, if he could make me a Shearwater Hard, he's like, well, what's Shearwater Hard? He calls it a petrol. And I put petrol into my translator, and it didn't translate it. So I wonder what the actual translation of petrol is, if it means like rough waters or. But I don't speak much Russian. Very little. I know how to say hi, privyet. That's about it. Somebody asked, have I tried Glazerin's Crocodile? I have not. I know people have reviewed it. The Crocodile is a very, very beautiful brass harp, ornamental. It says the sound on it, it's kind of limited. And I've noticed that, like on the Crocodile, it's one of those ones kind of like the Glazerin Sword, where there's a bridge at the end. And I think that was going to give you a whole lot more frame stability, but I think that's limiting in a lot of factors. And, oh, yeah, I remember seeing, yeah, Dmitry Maxeyev. Yes, I got some Maxeyev coming as well. And in your Okay, I'm answering a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions cropping up here. Somebody says, in your opinion, what's the best key for bluegrass and folk tunes? Well, I am not an expert on keys, but I'm going to tell you ones that are going to comment, and you're just going to have to look. And like if you're playing with somebody, like bluegrass-wise, ask them what keys the song in. Let's see here. I'm going to say D, G, and E. Here's E. I'm sorting through the Blackfires. I'm going to grab an A as well. Can't find a harp in D. Where you at? B. You're just going to sit here and watch me look for a harp this whole time. D sharp. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. There we go. Yeah, I would say D, G, and E, A, your common tunings. I'm not an expert on musical theory. Like say if the key of a song is in D, you could use a harp in D. And you count 3, A, B, C, D, E, F, would it be G? If you have if one's in D, then you'd count 3, then you'd have G, or you count backward, and that would work. I think anything within 3 steps will kind of coincide with it, just as long as it's not a, somebody says F sharp, and I'll just play some of these more common tunings. That'd be an example of a harp in D, harp in E. See if I can find a harp in G. Where are you behind? A, G. And I know from selling harps, those are some of your more common keys. There's going to be a lot of people after D's, D sharps, G's, E's, A's, a lot of your sharps. And I'm weird, and I've been told that. I was talking to Mark Poss, because Mark Poss has been selling harps a lot longer than I have. He's the owner of mouthmusic.com, and he says, I'll sell the most of D's, E's, G's, and A's. But some of my favorite harps are like the half steps, because I don't do a lot of playing with other people. I do some playing with other people, but most of my playing is solo, so I really enjoy the sharps. I enjoy like B. And I think for solo play, what you want more than even having a tuned harp is a harp with a good spectrum and good sensitivity. That's the most important thing, because you can have a harp that's tuned, like, we'll say a Whitlow. I'm not going to beat on Whitlow. Whitlows are what they are. They're an American harp, and they're not really sensitive. They are very accurately tuned, but they don't have a huge range, don't have a huge spectrum, don't have huge sensitivity. So I think more than the most important thing in a good harp, if you're going to be playing solo, is a harp that has a good spectrum, a good range, and a good sensitivity. And all these tuned harps I've been playing here, I have a whole set of Blackfires. If you're after Salagi harps, somebody says, thanks for the advice. What are the Blackfire and C? So that's C and, let me see if I can find one in C here. That washing machine is so loud, I'm gonna have to invest in the door here pretty soon. Where's the harp in C? There's F, I got every tune except for that. Where are you at here? See, here's a harp in C. I don't know if you got low or high C, but here's a C. And you're going to like your Blackfire Blackfire they are really good harps. They're not really ornamental. There's not really any decoration to them. They're just a good instrument, especially if you want something crackly, really breathy, excellent harp for doing hillbilly breathing on. I don't stock any of the Salagis, but Mark Poss from Mouth Music, he's out of Sun City, California. Hit him up if you're after like Blackfires or Chancellors. He's got 2-day shipping as well. So if you're looking for a Blackfire, hit Mark up, and you can call him up on the phone. He'll play harps for you. Real nice guy. And yeah, for hillbilly breathing, Blackfires I'd rate them as excellent. And what I'm doing, if you can even hear me over this very noisy washing machine, is I'm doing my hillbilly breathing. I'm giving puffs of breath inward and puffs of breath outward. I'm feeling the resistance of the harp and just pushing just a little bit beyond it. So I'm playing off of the sort of back pressure, the resistance that the tight gaps and the flexible reeds giving me. I do that for a little bit, and then I'm going to start taking my tongue and flipping it up. And I'm not actually making contact. In the past, we've used the tip of our tongue, slapped it against the roof of our mouth to make like a hard percussive sound. That's just flapping, taking the tip of my tongue and striking the top of my palate. Here, when I'm doing my hillbilly breathing, I'm just waving my tongue up and down. I'm not actually contacting anything, so I'm getting that same change in tone, that kind of almost ticking, but without the percussiveness. Here'd be the percussive. Here I'm cupping it and flapping it. And I was continuing to do the same technique with my tongue, but opening up the corner of my mouth to change the sound. Rather off topic per se, but have you ever used a mouth guard while playing? I have not. I have struck my teeth before from improper play. As far as a reed's not going to break your teeth. I think the main danger in playing a harp, especially if start getting into really stiff reeds. This harp has a pretty stiff reed. The danger is playing outward and you catching like on a ball-shaped trigger, pulling the harp away from you, and slapping the harp back up against your teeth. And I've had that happen before, especially when I was chilling, having some beer, just seeing how fast I can play, and you have a harp pull out away from you and whack right in the teeth. And for a split second, you're like, oh crap, am I gonna, you're feeling, checking your teeth with your tongue. You're like, oh, am I gonna be like missing a chunk? But for the time being, my oral health is really good. I'm still young. I'm only 34 years old, or 33, or however the heck old I am. So my teeth aren't breaking. Now when I get older, I may take more care in playing the harp, especially, if my oral health ever declines. Is there an exercise to avoid that from happening? Well, one is being careful. If you are just starting off in the harp, and say you're playing a stiff-reeded, like a Morchang, this Morchang is very, very stiff. If you're playing, I would stick to playing inward, because it can't happen inward because you're pulling the harp toward you. If you are playing outward, make sure that your trigger isn't rough, because anytime you misstrike by like bringing your finger in too close and it pulls on it, if your trigger is a little bit better polished, it won't do it. Trying to use that was playing inward. Oh yeah, Also, big dangers are going to be beggar loop triggers. So know your trigger on your harp. Don't ever just pick a harp up, start playing it outward as fast as you can, because you don't know the feel of that harp yet. Like, this harp has a very big loop trigger, so that's a big opportunity to catch in your finger. Know where your trigger's at as you're playing. Keep a good grip on it, and you can avoid it by only striking the outward. It's when you slide up and catch it here. So I would concentrate on, knowing your harps. Don't pick up a harp you've never played before, especially that has a big loop trigger, and do that. I'm gonna play one more harp. This harp I haven't played in quite a while, the Magnum. Or not, no, this isn't Magnum, this is a Phantom. I do have a Magnum coming though. Now I'm going to play one more. I'm going to end it with one of these beginner harps, and I'm happy to be back in stock with beginner harps. Tons and tons of people hit me up. Oh, you have any beginner harps? And a lot of the harps I stock are more advanced, professional style harps. These were made by Matochi, and they came with a cool case. His dad helped him make these cases. I've never seen a harp case where the retainer is a wooden peg. Very interesting. Oh, thank you, Shane. How's life been going down in the south? No, it's been getting cold up here, but we've had a couple nice days. It'll get down into the upper teens, 18, 19 degrees at night, and then during the day it's going to come back up to 60, 70. Oh, what's up, spider? Oh, it's gone. It jumped away. There was a spider. Oh, there he is. Hello, Mr. Spider. How is you doing, buddy? If a spider's not a brown recluse, I normally don't kill him. This is a house spider. There you go, buddy. Spiders are cool critters. Heck yeah, this spider, when it gets older, it's going to guard my harps. Ain't no skeeters getting to my harps. One more of these. Somebody said takada, takada, takada. Yeah, I do a lot of talking. That is true. Unless you're referring to the percussive noises. Let's do some percussive plans, some ticks and some talks. Tickada, takada, tickada, takada, tick, tick. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday for what's left. I hope your work week is awesome. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Harp out. And love y'all. Keep it harpy. Take it easy, Aunt Joanne. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Jen C. Dillo and Shane Gregory, G95994, and Join Jesus. Adios. We out. Do I want to end the streaming? Sure.